All right, LLC people, you've got 5 tiles on. The last time we did this with 5 tiles, y'all liked it too much and couldn't stop talking about it. So, of course, the week of USA's, we have to make it happen again. And it's a juicy one. Juicy, like juicy fruit. Pretty crazy.
Ooh, juicy fruit. What do you
Juicy
what,
fruit.
what,
Man, that's a
what, what do you
blast
know
from the
about juicy
past.
fruit? Come on, you're
I love
12.
juicy fruit. I'm
What?
so sad it does not exist anymore. Juicyfruitbomb.com. Bring it
Yeah.
back. I don't even
Oh
know
my
who made it.
goodness.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
Google that and figure that out. Oh, the best gum ever.
Yep.
All right. Governor, how are you tonight, sir?
Doing well. I am just getting ready for the evaluation period.
Right?
Not really.
AKA, well, no, AKA, sit your butt in your office and don't leave.
Yes,
That's what I'm waiting for.
look,
But don't
but don't
touch.
speak. Don't, no, 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 don't speak.
Oops. Oh,
Oops.
bad.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, how many more days do you have to left that wear that polo before you have to make it go away?
Oh man, it's already it should have been gone away. We're just waiting for our shipment to get here.
Got it.
That's all I'll
Got
say
it.
about that.
Do I need to
Whew.
text you my address? Or
Uh,
you still have it from the last shipment?
we're good. We're good.
Okay.
So
I
this
mean,
is not for you
if
tonight.
need be, I can drive down,
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
I am doing exceedingly well. Excited to get the USA Championship started tomorrow morning, bright and early with the heptathlon. And you guys start like a half an hour before I do with the decathlon. So yeah,
Yep.
Hmm.
yeah,
Yep. Love it.
can we
Love
get
it.
this man some better lighting? He looks like he's in witness protection.
yeah. You didn't know that?
I mean, he is a wanted man.
That is very true.
He's a wanted man. Cancel the Browns. How are you tonight?
Oh, I am doing swimmingly. I have been looking
Swimmingly.
forward.
Swimmingly. Oh, yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Swimmingly. That's a cow
I
word.
aim to
If you
please.
if you haven't heard it recently, that's a cow word, gentlemen. Yes.
Of course.
I
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to the next couple of days. Should be fun. Should be
Should
fun.
be. Clyde, how are you?
Oh,
Just give them the glimpse. Give them the
He
glimpse,
just
but
says,
don't like
"Oh,
talk about it. Just give them the
Oh,
glimpse.
like, listen. Um, I am navigating the chaos that comes with my seat, and at the same time, I'm, evaluating things that
Say
are
less.
that are that
Uh-huh.
that are that our sport is contemplating. So, it's a fun day. I will say that we have all gone down rabbit holes that we shouldn't from time to time. I made that mistake today, and now my brain hurts, but I'm here with you fine people. So I get to expel all of that for our topics.
yep.
good, good."
Excited for USA's.
USA, 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 USA.
I'm ready to watch on USATF TV
For
Okay.
free.
for
For
free.
For
free now.
free.
For free now.
Because I was gonna have to pay, but now I get to watch it on my computer for free.
Free 99. Here we go. All right, well, y'all get this for free 99, and it's gonna be way better than that. So ready, set, USA's. There's a lot. There's a lot. And I'm gonna tell you all now, you can get mad at us. We're not gonna hit everything, but we're gonna hit a lot. And we always do. We leave somebody out. Let us know in the comments. We might get back to it, but
Probably won't, but it's
off
okay.
tops. I know. I mean, like wholeheartedly. I need you all to understand. I respond to you in my head. It just never gets out into the comment section. I
Oh,
try.
but when we're done with our USA convo, we will be addressing a comment.
Hmm.
We will be addressing that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I think, yeah,
Yeah.
that's our quota for the year. We'll
That's
hit
fair.
one.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right. So, USA's. Let's start with the entries and then we'll let it just trickle from there. So, or
Right.
lack
So
thereof. Entries or
yeah.
lack
So
thereof.
I don't think that um it was taken into account the pushback of the meet because of how late Worlds is, it eliminated a lot of the entries from the collegiate sector,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so that has therefore affected the heats, right? So there's been cancellation of the first round in about 5 or 6 events. So I think the expense of keeping collegiate athletes around, the expense of finding places for them to train and all that stuff and travel, and the fact that I mean
And
the meet,
compete.
yeah, the meet ends on August 3rd. School for a lot of us starts on August 17th, so like it's 2 weeks later. So yeah,
Right.
there is that.
May I say, because of all the things
Absolutely.
that we're going to discuss this evening, this is probably the one issue that I really just wanted to get this off. So I'm not going to accuse anyone of sinister choices, but I am going to accuse them of not thinking clearly. We all applauded the World Athletics move to put the championship at the end of the calendar. The Super Bowl should be the last game played. We all agree.
Yep.
However, it is short-sighted to put our championship where it is in the calendar. It wasn't mandated that we do that.
It is
No.
Mhm.
to some
We didn't
degree.
do it.
No, to some degree. There's only a 2-week window for for national championships to happen.
Well, we should have done it as early as possible because here's the issue.
Well, hold on a second. Explain that, please.
So if you look across the World Athletics calendar, again, because World Athletics is completely Euro-centered, they set up a system where if you have a national championship, it has to be within, I believe it's 3 dates, like 3 sets of dates. This weekend, the following weekend, and I don't know whether it's the weekend after or the weekend before the one we're at,
Well,
but there's
it
only
definitely
3.
is. Well, but the
Well,
Jamaican
Jamaica,
championships
Jamaica
were
had
a
their
month
Yeah.
ago.
trials already.
So theirs was 2 weeks ago.
It
No,
was a month ago.
a month
No.
ago.
It's a month ago. They had theirs there on the normal timeline.
Yeah,
When I
they
when I
had theirs
had
2
the
weeks after the NCAA championships.
when
Correct.
I had the
And we could
conversation,
have had that one too, that weekend as well.
we could have
Correct.
had that weekend. And so there's 3 pods. So
Okay.
maybe they're
So
not consecutive, right?
no, right.
So
So
we could have had it earlier, yes, but not
Right.
like
But
early.
to Clyde's point,
so
he
to
feels
my
like
point,
it was
the choice that we made to
Sure.
not have it when Jamaica had it is short-sighted. The lifeblood of the US championships, aka the Olympic trials, is the NCAA system. And now people are starting to actually see what that actually means. Because without the collegiate element, our national championships are small. It feels just like indoor championships does, doesn't it? And our talent pool is now lesser. So, in many respects, it feels like everybody else's championship. Now, we still have better athletes overall. We still have bigger, better performances, right? And that's fine. But our talent pool is now thinner than it should have been. And it didn't need to be like that. So I hope the powers that be learn a lesson from this because I don't know. Like the collegiate element is really, really important. And for all the clowning we've done of the Jamaicans and the decisions they've made over recent issues, it was really smart of them to keep it where it was because how many of their talent pool
Mm-hmm.
plays in the NCAA?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they did it immediately and made their team, and now everybody gets their time to go figure it out. We chose to play a different game, and now we got 2 rounds and limited talent pools and limited relay pools, and it's a little dicey. So I don't know. There's a lot of
It's
people that clamored, get the NCAA kids out of the professional meet. Well, this is what it looks like, and I hope you like it.
yeah, I mean this is the F around and find out. Really, I mean, when you talk about
I like it.
Governor.
I like it.
Spitting bars tonight.
I mean, when Jamaica announced that their meet was the 26th to the 29th of June, I'm thinking to myself, okay, that was an option? because these calendars were put together a while ago,
Hmm.
right? So we know that in Europe, they're having the majority of their countries are having their national championships this week
Right.
throughout Europe. UK had theirs last week, didn't? No, theirs is this week
Theirs is
They're,
weekend
this
as
they're
well.
week.
this weekend. Bahamas is
Right,
this weekend. Yeah.
right, right. So I think, going forward, as to Clyde's point, if the late June window is there, now is there a meet in Eugene in late June?
Mm, don't care. We fell into the Euro trap, and we should have
Well,
done that.
because it is. I mean, I think we're staring down the barrel right now. I mean, the fact that you're not having prelims for premier events at the USA Championships. I mean, it speaks
Hmm.
volumes.
And then what
Now,
that does is now the semifinal round.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's dicey,
Yeah, it is.
dicey. Yeah,
So you got three heats, top
mm,
two, next three fastest times.
oh man,
Got to go run.
oh good.
Got to go run. And see, I think that like, and again, I don't make these decisions now. I'm pretty sure I don't want to make them, but like having the meet earlier now gives you a chance if you got somebody that makes the team and gets a little dinged up, they got a little longer to get healthy.
Right, yeah,
If you have a situation where, you know what your team is, maybe you can take those teams and go run the relays with the people that are on that who are going to be on the relays,
yep.
right? There's a lot of
Hmm.
advantages to going in June versus now. You know,
And
a
that's what
lot
I
of
meant when
advantages.
I said I wasn't accusing anybody of being sinister. I don't think it was considered for real.
Yeah. Well, it
Hmm.
hasn't been like almost like always the thought and the practice. Like we try to find this window or this time that's closest to the championships,
Hmm.
Correct.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
and we've always done that. So I
Yeah.
just think it was just a practice that's always been done. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's
They,
always been right, but it's always. I don't think, like you said, it wasn't sinister anyway at all. There's something that's always been done.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, if anything sinister, I think I actually said this on the show. The sinister nature was, and we're all happy about it, was the World Athletics putting the World Championship and the Olympics or whatever their major thing is at the end, because the only country that could possibly negatively affect would be ours because of the feeder system from the collegians.
Right. But we didn't have to fall into that
But
trap.
we didn't have, right, exactly. Like it was not even necessarily a trap laid out there. It was, uh, let's see how this affects them, because it's not going to affect anybody in Europe at all,
No.
like at all.
So yeah. So
Hmm.
the so
The entries are interesting. I
Very much
think
so.
I think look, obviously we started sort of talking about
What's the address?
the lack of belly in a great deal of events. But in all honesty, if you really kind of deep dive into the entries,
The principles are there.
some of the entries are like this. Some of these events are going to be wild,
Hmm.
and like look, I'll take an event like the women's hurdles. The women's hurdles are always ridiculous, and there are what 13 of them.
19. 19.
So if you got 19, that's a heat of six, a heat of six. I mean, a semi of six, semi of six, and a semi of seven.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Uh, they gonna be riding.
Well, see, so here's the thing. We'll delve into the women's hurdle. So there's probably four like contenders, right? Serious contenders, because some of the bigger players we've lost. Like we lost Nia Ali to injury, we lost
Yeah,
Tia
Jones.
Jones to injury.
Mhm.
There's Kenny's always a wild card. She's going to show up and run, right? So it's not as top heavy as it's been, but the top is still heavy. If that makes sense. I mean, anytime you
Oh
put
yeah.
you put Grace and Masai and Malaysia and Kenny on the same track, you know, and I apologize if I missed somebody. Like you're gonna get great results. You're gonna get that.
Yeah.
So
The same reality for the women's hurdles for the past 10 years. There's
mhm.
going to be medal favorites if they were on the team at the crib.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Right.
just true. It's always that's been our game for a
Yeah,
while.
because there's somebody we're not mentioning this decided they're gonna show up and run 12-3 or 12-4 low.
Right.
It happens every year. Yeah. There's
And,
always a new face. Yeah.
and so it's crazy. And I don't know I don't know the rules, but the fact that there are 19 entries mathematically forces it into a 3-heat semi.
Yes.
If
Right.
there were 18, would they have been smart enough to just go 2 heats? Because that's better,
Mm-hmm.
but you're gonna have
Well,
3.
I mean, the problem with if you go 2 heats and it changes the qualifying, because then you got to
Right.
go
Right.
top three, next three.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So
I mean,
and then also by making it a 2 heat semi, you get more fire in each heat. But this way you spread the fire out and you don't see that until an hour and a half later when they come back for the fun.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm just saying, like as a fan, I
Oh
want
yeah,
to
yeah, no, I
I
get you.
want
I
to see the
understand what
2
you're
heat. I
saying. Yeah.
want the fire. Like I want
Right,
that.
right. And again, I think also the 2 heat semi goes against what they do at the World Championships too. So that's the other
Correct.
problem.
Right.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
think
I'm glad you brought that
personally,
up.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say really quick, like I'm glad you brought that up. Like, I would really like for us to actually stop doing that, right?
Which
Because at the
what doing what?
trying to replicate the world championship schedule because
Okay.
we don't have the world championship bodies. We don't have the volume of people, and so what ends up happening is we stretch it out in some cases, um, or last year like we ran a semi that we eliminated one person,
Mm-hmm.
like things of that nature happen, and it's just like let's
We,
just
we
not
were in
do
a
that.
we ran a first round
Prelim,
where we
right? That we
eliminated
did where we
nobody.
eliminated no one.
Yes.
That's right. That's when
But
me and
that was
John get our
because
flats.
people checked in and didn't show up at the line. You know, that's what
Mm-hmm.
that was
Yeah.
about. Yeah. But it was a design the way it was. We're going to limit. But even if you look at some of the events, like one of the events, it may be the men's 100, they're going to run 3 heats and eliminate 8. There's like 32, so they're going to no. There's 35. They're going to get down to 27. Because they're going to take, they're taking 9 per heat.
Right.
Right. So you're going to run around to get rid of like it's the top 6 in the next 3 fastest times. And when they have heats of 8 people. Right. So
I
yeah.
mean, look, I'll just speak from like, my own specificity. We have 16 entries in the men's decathlon, and we're going to be spread out into 4 sessions.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
So
I mean,
In the
there's just no,
hundreds?
we only have 16 people in the decathlon, but we are spread out like the world championship. So we do 100 long jump shot put, then 5-hour break, then high
Oh, I
jump
mean, okay.
400.
I'm sorry. You
Oh,
said
okay.
sessions. I thought you said sections. Okay,
No,
Okay.
okay.
no,
I get you.
sessions like
Sessions. Okay.
where
Yeah.
they sell, tickets for morning and afternoon or
Oh, so
whatever.
now you got jokes now. Okay.
can't this dude here.
Okay. See the cow guy. He's always gotta have something smart to say, right? You just gotta belittle us
I
other
didn't
folks, right?
say
Always. Yeah.
anything bad.
Yeah.
So
I just don't get. I don't get trying to turn an apple into a pear, right? Like if we don't have anywhere near the numbers that we have at World Championships, I don't understand this obsession with
Well,
duplicating the time schedule.
when it comes to the multi, I'm gonna disagree with you. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't think it's fair that we force you guys into this every 30 minute, every 45 minute nonsense just because we can. And because that event is, and I have to tell you this, you did it, the most taxing event we do. So if they're going to give you guys more rest, I think they should give you guys more rest so we can get better scores. Right? That's just me.
But if you ask the people who are
In it?
doing it, they will all tell you, I would like the rest all at once at the end.
Okay.
Because I would rather
nah,
sleep better, right? Than have 2 13-hour days.
I get that. a 5-hour break seems excessive.
And the
Yeah,
thing is, look, it's a
I
5 hour
think
break, but it's not a 5 hour break, right? Because so here in Eugene, you can sort of make it work, but it like in a major championship when it happens, what ends up happening is it takes you 45 minutes to an hour to get to wherever you got to go, right?
Mm,
So of that 2 hours are traveling. So really,
mhm.
it's only 3 hours, and in those 3 hours, you're supposed to eat and sleep. Doesn't happen. So what most of us do is we stay underneath the stadium for five
Mm,
right.
hours.
for 5 hours.
And so what I'm saying is like, I don't think it should be the 5 hour break, but I also don't think it's fair when they just slam you guys in every 35 to 40 minutes. That's what I'm saying. Because I mean, like Anna hurdles at 11 and she doesn't run the 200 until 7:30 at night. And I'm not a big fan of that. So
Makes sense. So
It's
are we trying to
that's an 8.5 hour day. So
are we
yeah.
trying to stay net positive on our USA conversation? Are we meant to jump around? Because I want to know who's negotiating the TV contracts.
how would we know that?
I don't somebody, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I
Oh
don't know who's
boy.
negotiating TV. I mean, like, okay, so the TV situation's been the same for a while, hasn't it?
Well, damn it, it should improve.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you what, we're gonna put you in charge of finding out who's doing this and getting it, making it better.
Do I get paid?
Well,
Probably
probably
not.
not.
Probably
Well,
not.
then you
It
go
could
get
be.
It's
you
a
go get the
strictly
contracts that you
volunteer
get
position,
already
my
then.
friend. And there's the issue, right? There it is. So I mean,
So
I think that I, what you're speaking to in the petty way that only you can is that, you know, it shows you how people don't take what we do seriously, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is our major national championships, and either you have to pay to watch it
12.99. Twelve
or
nine.
you don't get to watch it. And I know that there's going to be some USATF TV now where you can watch it for free, right? But before that option was given, like, why isn't there a major television deal where one of the major networks wants? I mean, why
Yep.
doesn't Peacock
well,
or
Mm-hmm.
no,
somebody want to
yeah, no,
carry
I'm
it
being
live? Yeah.
right. I'm being funny, but I'm also being quite serious because again, the schedule. If you okay, so when we're all at NCAA championships, there's a pretty major American thing going on during that time of year, the NBA stuff. But if our meet is now in August,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing going on.
They're begging for
There's nothing going
to
on.
fill time.
Look,
There's
I
no
just
Well,
watched a
so
Papa
they must
Shot
not be
national
begging because
championship
they're
on
not feeling
ESPN.
it.
I
right.
just watched a Papa Shot national
So did
championship on
I.
ESPN.
Oh
So did I.
God. Why are you
Yep.
watching that first of
And
all?
then axe
I
throwing.
wasn't. I was just sitting. We were sitting in a restaurant. It was on, and I just kept saying, I didn't think we could fall further.
No,
Mm-hmm.
American sports television at this time of the year is
Yes.
trash.
Yes.
We can't get on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry, somebody's responsible for that. Like, somebody's responsible for that.
I mean, let's have the meet on August 8th and be on ESPN, the Ocho.
Oh
Some,
gosh.
We're not doing this
Wow.
with you tonight.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Do you know what ESPN's ratings are on the Ocho Day? They're outrageous.
Okay.
listen, I don't care. I'm just saying it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Okay, and you're right. So what are some events you guys are looking forward to watching? So we can have something positive to say here.
You know what? I am intrigued. It's not any one specific set of events. I think that there are certain events where the hype is either weird or like just in the wrong direction. So, for example, and I'm not shooting because I'm a fan. Everybody on the Flow Track prediction special all picked the child to win the men's 400.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Apparently, Quincy Wilson, the child, is now the overwhelming favorite to be the U.S. national champion.
I said that last week.
Yep.
Okay. I am very intrigued to watch that.
So am I.
I
Absolutely.
like that's an event that I am locked in on the results and the flow of.
Are we at liberty to pick our top three? What we
I
think?
thought we were supposed to be picking some of these
Well,
events.
see, first of
Oh
all, we
boy.
definitely can. I know I cannot pick an event involving a high school athlete. I like
Right.
my job, so
Right.
we're not going there with that one. You know, So no, I'm not picking that event.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think that event is very intriguing. I personally just me because I like not necessarily chaos like KOP, but I like intrigue. The events that are most interesting to me at this meet are the events that we have wild cards in.
Mm.
Always. That's always the world
Be-
championship kink, right?
because I'm always interested to see who is going to actually sell out for the found gold.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm always interested to see that situation because it's always good. You know, the battle for the fourth spot in the heptathlon. For those of you who, you know, out in the ethos who don't know, we get a fourth spot because Michelle Atherley won the combined events tour challenge. But like the battle for spot number 4 there, the battle for spot number 4 in the men's 110s, the battle for, you know, what I think is really interesting is the battle for fourth in the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, and I'm not going to call it the battle for fourth. I'm going to just say the
Sure,
battle
the
for
fourth
the three.
spot. Yeah, the
Not the
fourth
fourth
spot.
spot, but it was the fourth spot, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the people we're talking about might not even be in the final.
Right, because
Mm-hmm.
it could be top three for sure.
Right.
For
So
sure.
so you know if you take the men's hurdles, you take the shot put, you take the multi. You know, there's some very talented athletes in those events. I mean, the men's hurdle is as deep as it's been in a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yes.
think there's
Absolutely.
5 guys who are 13 and flat or better, right? And then that's been a while. You know, like matter of fact, there might be 6 or 7 guys that have run sub 13-10 this year.
That's
You
right.
know,
That's right.
so you know that's a very intriguing event. You know, to speak about the men's 400, it's been a while since we've had coming into this championship. More than one person has been sub 44. You know, I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
think you know, and that's without a couple of major players that we're accustomed to. I mean, the Olympic champion's not in there. So when you look at the men's 400 and you see that it might take 44-1 to make the team,
Yep.
it's been a while since that's been said, right?
Yeah.
You know, I love to talk about the fact, you know, our good friend Andrew Valman has a PR of 44-2 and he never made a team. He was a
Never,
consummate lead
not in
on
the
guy on the
open.
relay.
Not
Exactly, you know what I'm
in
saying? So like I think that, you know, seeing that excitement of that event's back at a higher level. Now they all got to show up and do their thing, which we all expect them to because that's what they do. Um, I think that the women's 400 hurdles without Sid in the race, because there's no fourth spot there, it's just 3 spots, right?
Right.
You
Right.
know, and so I think that that'll be interesting, right? I'll be very interested to see how that one pans out because now it's like you take the queen out and like well, everybody else is like, hey, I can win now, right? So let me go get mine. That'll be interesting. You know, I think the women's long jump is intriguing.
Yep.
You know, you got the you've got the Texas two stepper, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
she's always going to be, you know, ready to do her thing. And then you got the Gainesville crew of Jasmine and Claire, and you got Monet Nichols. You know, Quenisha Burke's been known to show up and do her thing. You know, you got a great crew there. Um, you know, I think there's a lot of intriguing events out there. You know, like I mean, the men's and women's distance events are going to be very interesting. You know, let's talk about the fact that like how hot has the men's 800 been this
I was
year?
about to say
Oh
the men's
boy.
800 has to be the most loaded event.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, like Donovan Brazier ran 143 this year, and nobody thinks he's going to make the team,
I
which is
mean,
nuts,
it's phenomenal.
you know. And it's Donovan. Like when he's on, that's
Me.
a hard dude to bet against, right? So
I mean, right. He ran 143.08.
yeah,
Right. And could run 143 at the meet and actually not make the team.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
100%.
that has never been a thing in the U.S. before. Never. There's never anybody that came to the meet and thought they're going to run 143 anything and not make the team, and that is a
Yeah,
real
that's
that is
not a
a
thing.
real take right now. A real take right now. You know, and I mean, if there's anybody out there that that can go to sleep tonight knowing exactly who the men's 100 team is going to be, other than Noah. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I mean, yeah,
Or the women's.
no. So okay, these are popular events, right? Men's 1 and 2, we have a bye for. Thank you, Noah. Right, double champ. Who gonna make the 100 team?
I just
You ain't got
said.
to give me the 3, 2, 1. Just give me
I
the
mean,
three.
okay. All right. So the easy thing to do is just go go on the form chart, right? That's the easy way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's no world where you think Kenny Bednaric's not making it,
Right.
right?
I
He's
think
been
we
the
all
best.
have Kenny.
He's been the best friend on the planet all year long, right?
Yeah.
You know. So then you
We
come
all
back
have
from
Kenny.
Kenny, and then like Trayvon's been known to show up, right?
So okay, Trayvon is interesting to me. Trayvon's
Okay.
been known to show up. Trayvon has a really good time on the board this year, but I feel like I haven't seen or heard from Trayvon in 2-3 months.
He was at Prefontaine.
Yeah, he was.
Ran-
What? How'd that
They
go?
don't.
This is what I'm saying. Like I know he was there. I just was like,
See.
hey, like shit, it wasn't
Okay, in
good.
my defense, you said I hadn't seen him.
No,
I said he was
I
there.
said I
You
feel
just-
I feel like I haven't seen him. You know
Look,
what I mean?
Trey, Trey's my. I love Trayvon, and you know, and Mike. I'm a big Mike Ford fan, so I'm pulling for him. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of guys behind Kenny that could take the other two spots. You know, Courtney Lindsay, you know, is another guy who just ran really well in the 200. You know, a guy like Brandon Hicklin, like the Christian Miller, right? He opened up the season hot, got a little dinged up, and he's a guy you haven't seen, right?
Right.
But again, that's another event where I think that the semifinal, you know, they have a first round, and that'll be easy for the major players to get through. But because of the ability to not run hard in the semi, is going to screw up. I mean, not having to run hard in the first round is typically going to screw up the semi. And you'll have one or two of the semis that has a lot of the major players in it. And because you out of the semis, you get top two next three, somebody's not going to make it through. Yeah.
Okay, so is Jordan Anthony running or not?
He is.
He's here. I saw
He's
him.
running.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We saw him
So-
today.
So since I threw it out there, I'll answer my own question. In no particular order, I have Kenny, Trayvon. Is Jordan Anthony out there as a part of Arkansas, or is he out there with Lance?
He's with Car. I saw him with Arkansas today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm on the fence between Jordan Anthony and Courtney Lindsay.
Mm,
Jordan Anthony. Those are my
Wow.
three. Jordan Anthony, Kenny Bednarik, and Trayvon Bromell make the team.
That's
Those
true.
are
See, the thing with Jordan is he has a way of raising himself to the level of the competition and a little bit ahead of it.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
We watched him do it at the NCAA level.
Yep.
You know, he does okay in the
Willed
semi,
himself.
and then he wills himself to the championship.
he just
He's
can't
kind of like,
screw
you know,
around.
like exactly like Makai Williams at this meet. He'd go to the NCAA meet and get fourth, and then come here and be fourth, which never made sense to anybody. But
Right.
Jordan's that kind of guy that he revels in the moment, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, and I'm gonna call my boy Doug Case out. I haven't seen Doug Case at the NCAA championships ever. I mean, the USA championships ever. He's here with Jordan,
Mm.
so clearly they're serious about this, right? Clearly, they are.
Yeah.
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 As long as he doesn't screw around. Like this is
Yeah.
this ain't the environment to screw
Right.
around.
If,
So
you know,
hopefully
if
he
Jordan
learned that
Anthony is
lesson.
serious, he's dangerous, man.
Yeah, he
hopefully
is.
he
Yeah.
learned that
He's
lesson. He's
dangerous,
gonna
yeah.
come out here and handle
He's
it.
dangerous because it's so easy for him.
You know what? One of the things, and you know, obviously we mentioned the women's long jump. Has anyone been on the Road to Tokyo website?
Yes.
So there are 6 women, female women, U.S. women that are in the top 36.
That's right.
You know, between entry standard and points. So it's not a situation that we've seen in the past where people qualify and don't have the you know, are not going,
Right.
right? There are legit 6 to 7 athletes that have a shot to go, you know, because it's by selection,
Right.
right? It's not it doesn't mean anything that you're in the top 36. You still got to finish top 3.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and I think people need to know that, right?
that-
In
that-
the US, it's place
Yeah.
over ranking.
Place over ranking.
Right.
Right.
In
know.
this
And see, and
example,
wasn't there like a little period there? I mean, there was Brittany and Tiana, and then it kind of went dead, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And now it's
Yeah.
just boom, it's alive again.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
'Cause you
that
got
works. That system works in our favor when you have a bunch of people performing well.
yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah.
our little kink sucks if there's an event where we don't have people in that ranking pod, and then
Exactly.
top 3 doesn't actually matter,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
right?
Because if they don't have the mark, right? Yeah.
Right.
Right.
At all.
So
Yeah.
So to that point, I'm looking at the women's triple jump, and I mean it's
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
jazz. Oh no, it's jazz.
Yeah.
She is the only American.
It's Coach Moore. That's it. Yep.
She will be the only one going.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and that's the part that's, you know, that people need to understand. This point system, if you can get there, it is not hard to get inside the top 36. It's not. But I mean, how many opportunities are out there? How savvy is your agent? And did you plan accordingly, you know, for, you know, to before you went to the USA's? I mean,
Mhm.
it's not even close.
I like how y'all all ducked out of picking the 3 and the 100, but y'all ain't shit. That's all right.
I'll be honest. I I had the same 4 as you, and I had the same waffling about the third one as you, and in the end, my gut says the same thing. I think Jordan Anthony believes he can win this meet,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he
Yeah.
Of course
absolutely
he does. Absolutely
and
does.
I
Yep.
and
absolutely.
I think that
I don't think Jordan Anthony ever toes the line and thinks he can't win. I
Right.
don't. I just don't believe he
Absolutely.
does.
and I think that this is the meet, right? Given who's not here, given who doesn't have to run the final, this is the meet he might actually be able to win.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend.
I mean, look,
I just don't see
I don't
Kenny
think
though.
he's
Not
I don't
so
beating
see Kenny.
fast,
Kenny.
my friend.
I don't think he's beating Kenny, but
But
I'm
you
just
just
saying,
said he
like,
was. Did he
what
just
I'm
say that?
saying is when I say
All right, did I miss
win,
that?
like,
The Cal guy just said that
okay,
that Jordan Anthony was
relax.
going to win. And then what he say?
Winning in this case is being top 3.
Oh
Oh
my
no 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 no
God!
no 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 no
No,
no no
we're
no
not doing.
no no
Oh,
no no
Okay,
no no no.
listen, I don't think he can beat. I don't think he can beat Kenny, but I'll say this: I don't think you could convince Jordan Anthony that that's not true.
no, look, no, look.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me now. See, I can remember back in 2016 when I had a conversation with Noah the morning of the first round of the 100, and he was in the heat with Gatlin. And he said, I'm only going to run the first round of the 100 to get me prepared for the 200 later in the meet, but I need to show this guy who I really am.
Mm.
This 18, 19-year-old kid talking about beating Justin Gatlin, who was on fire in 2016.
Yeah.
Right.
And see, but that's why Noah is who he is now, because he's never been afraid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we've had this conversation. I don't view Noah as the most talented guy. And I'm not saying Noah's not talented, so don't go running that nonsense, right? But I don't think he's the most talented guy in the world. But what Noah is, he and his coach they have mastered the race.
Mm-hmm.
And they work harder at the phases and the technical aspects of the race than anybody else out there. And that's why he's the world champion. And that's why he's the Olympic champion, because he works harder at this than anybody else. I mean, you never see Noah post a video where he's not working on something,
Oh man.
right? And
For real.
something relevant at that, you know?
All
So
right.
you take a super talented guy who just decides, I'm going to be the best guy in the world because I'm going to outwork everybody else. That's Noah Lyles right now.
Okay. So let me give you something harder then. Who's gonna make the women's 200-meter team? We don't have a bye there.
Okay, so I mean that one's a little problematic, right?
Yes.
But I mean, I actually don't think it is that problematic. Okay, so I
Okay.
think it's
Like
really hard.
I got 3.
Me
Okay,
too.
it's really hard to bet against Melissa Jefferson Wooden,
Right.
who's been on fire. Nobody in their right mind is betting against a healthy Gabby Thomas,
Gabby
right?
Thomas.
And I'm homering this one all the way. I'm going. I mean, my girl McKennedy Long. That's
Yeah,
my 3.
Woo.
No, no, no.
Okay.
So here,
that, that's
you know what's fun
my
about what
3
he
too.
said? You know what's fun about what he said? People are betting against the healthy Gabby Thomas. They are.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well,
They
they're
are
not very
out
smart
there.
people.
They are
See,
out
here's the
there
problem. First of
talking
all,
this nonsense.
see, Gabby is she's very Allison-like, right?
Mm-hmm.
They walk in, they got the cute little smile, and they're quiet, and then the gun goes off and they rip your heart out of your chest.
Yeah. Yep.
That was Allison Felix, and that is Gabby Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
And we also need to remember who Gabby's coach is,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yep.
Because Tanja's worse than Gabby, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got two fierce competitors who are going to be on a mission to show y'all to quit talking trash about us, right?
Yes.
All right.
So no way I'm betting against Gabby.
And
We
for the
got the
record,
same three easy.
no. Those are my three as well. I didn't think we would all agree, but if we're all on that these are the three, okay, then Brittany Brown has medal behind her name. Anavia Battle has looked incredible this year, right?
Tamari Davis.
Amari Davis, I don't know if she's healthier, if she isn't,
She
right?
is.
Right.
Tamari, right? And then there's two more. Is Jamesia Ford running?
Yes, she is.
Okay. And then the and I'm not suggesting that that she is legitimately in the mix to make this team. I'm sure she believes that she is, but one of the coolest undercover stories this year has been the reemergence at 22-18 of Deja Stevens.
Deja Stevens.
Deja Stevens ran 22-1 this year.
Yes, she did.
Last
Okay,
I
so
checked.
I'm gonna use your phrase. I feel like I haven't seen her in a while. Okay.
No. That's absolutely true. But
I haven't
I'm
seen her
just
in a
saying.
while.
But
Okay,
that
so again, if you're just gonna go, so if we're just gonna go on times, right? But I'm a trend guy, right? And like I just find it very hard to believe that Jefferson Wooden is going to be very hard to beat because she's beaten all the contenders
Mm-hmm.
handily, right? You don't bet against Gabby because Gabby, she's been through the wars, right? Mackenzie has been slowly trending every week, getting better and better.
that's
I think
right.
a Navy of Battle is absolutely a wild card because
Yeah.
she's been on fire all year long. But again, we haven't seen her in a while. She kind of disappeared over the last 6 weeks, you know. But again, you have to look at her body of work, and absolutely, she's a contender. I mean, again, I'll admit it. Mackenzie's a homer pick for me. I mean, that's my homegirl. She trains here in Gainesville. Of course, I'm going to pick Mackenzie.
Yeah.
I believe in her.
Well,
But then
after
there's
watching
also a
her
world where
double
the other ones have,
at
yeah,
after watching her double at Memphis, I saw all I needed to see.
Ooh wee.
Right? No, she looked great.
She looked great. Yep.
No, okay. So we didn't change too much from each other on that one. That's okay. That's interesting.
here's an easy one. Maybe not as easy. Women's 400 behind Sid because we all got Sid winning.
Yep.
Right. Behind
Yeah.
Sid.
Who's the other
But
two?
but see, to me, that one's not difficult. I'm going Aaliyah Butler for certain. And Lena Irby.
Mm.
You look good.
So we're just
today.
going to just discount Whitaker, huh?
I'm
I was
not
like, I'm
discount-
not discounting
I'm not
Whitaker.
discounting Whitaker. I actually think Whitaker is tough as hell. But what'd you say? Trends?
Yeah, I did say that. See, unlike the other guy, I own my stuff. I mean, I'd say, I say it with my chest, like other like the
I
Goon
mean,
Squad guy. You
listen.
gotta
If
backtrack.
listen, if you say trends, if the whole group has imploded over the last month and a half, I feel like it's only a matter of
We'll see.
time.
We'll see. That's fair. I mean, they have a tendency to show up when it matters.
Mm-hmm.
They
Sure.
have. That has been we remember it indoors the 2 week period between conference and nationals where Whitaker went from getting trounced to being the collegiate record holder, right?
Yeah.
So when we talk about trends, right?
Now I'll tell
So
you who I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for Britton Wilson.
we all are.
I am
Yes.
rooting for Britton Wilson.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was watching Britain do accelerations today, and I don't see her not being a factor. I don't see her not being in the final and sticking her nose in there because she's tough. And
Yeah.
again, that's another one. Chris has masterfully crafted that and put it back together. And watching her do her acceleration work today, she looks great. She does. You know,
So there are currently 3 Americans in the 4 hurdles. That I mean, who finishes behind Rye?
Yeah.
like yeah. Well, look, obviously, I'm picking Trevor Bassett. I coach the guy, so
Right.
you know.
Okay.
But I mean, there's Trevor, there's CJ,
Chris
Caleb Dean,
Robinson.
Chris Robinson, Caleb Dean. That there's 4 or 5 guys that are, that are in that equation.
Does Jaqueline Scott have an opportunity?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
like I think that so for me, the 48-29 was at the NCAA championships to make the final
Mm-hmm.
when you're in the midst of a team championship battle, right?
Right.
And what he did was also fueled by the fact that he just false started in the high hurdles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So is the same emotion going to be there? I'm not saying that he can't do it again. I'm not saying that he won't do it again, but the stakes aren't as high. The
Right.
emotional background of that isn't the same. So, um, but I mean, he's a factor. He's another one but again, like you got a group of guys behind Rod that are all between, if they're all at their best, I mean, they're between 47 low and 48 high, 48.
Or
I mean,
yeah.
40,
I
48
mean,
flat. So yeah.
is it fair? CJ feels like the most consistent dude. Like he's just always there.
I,
He's
I,
kind of
I mean,
always in the
he's no more
mix.
consistent than Trevor.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Trevor, to me, elevates at these moments.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm always inclined to like, I don't care how messy Trevor's races were. If there's a if there's a jersey to be got, Trevor
W-
usually finds
Coming
his
off the 10th hurdle, he finds his way into
He
the
right.
finds
jersey,
his
right?
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
just on,
CJ Allen is going to compete.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Like CJ Allen could have a broken leg. He's competing. That's just that
yeah.
he's tough, man. I think the thing with the young guys is, can they manage their emotions and stick to their race models? I mean, uh, that's something I don't think championship racing is different than, regular season racing. Managing your energy through the rounds, and obviously there's a semi in the final here as well. But I think managing your emotions in the final of the 400 hurdle race and understanding that it's a 400 hurdle race and not a 250-meter race
Mm-hmm.
is
Well,
important.
the 400 hurdles only having 2 rounds, I feel like I don't know who it's an advantage or a disadvantage for, but I feel like that's one of the events where it absolutely is going to matter massively.
Absolutely, yeah. And obviously the person that absolutely does help, because it just gives him one less round he has to jog is Rye. So
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah,
mean, Rye's out there playing with his food. He ain't.
exactly. Yeah, he's playing with house money. Yeah.
So what do we think will be more exciting? The 400 final for men or 400 final for women?
I think the 400 final for men will be deeper. And because of the youngster, the crowd's going to be going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends
And the
on
excitement on the women's side to be more for Sid. But yeah.
right. Yeah,
To
yeah.
break
I'm
the
saying
record.
yeah.
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 It depends on what you consider exciting. Are you more entertained by Sid pursuing this American record takedown,
Mm-hmm.
or are you more excited by the race?
Yeah.
Because the men is going to be a race.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Like
with 50 to go, it could be a line across the
We could
track.
see a blanket.
Yeah,
absolutely.
you
Absolutely.
can see a blanket across the
Yeah.
track, and there's going to
Yeah.
be a couple of guys that are going to be up front holding on, and a couple of more that are going to flying down at the end. It's going to be interesting.
Oh yeah. I mean, within the race, you have but before Memphis, I would have solidly said this, right? You have Quincy
Mm-hmm.
and Chris who are slow starters that are going to come, but then Quincy goes to Memphis and just takes everybody out in the first 200. So you don't even know what he's going to do now, but you got different talents and completely different race models
Yeah.
Yeah.
within that group. So
I
I
mean,
think the men is more
see
exciting.
the wild card for me in the men's 400 is Chris Bailey,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Because
Yeah,
because
no.
he, because he is the one guy who was not going to flinch. He's going to run his race model. He's going to trust his race model. And
Absolutely.
if you beat me, you beat me. But I'm going to do Chris Bailey.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
And he's the
who's on
he's
the
the
men?
one
Who's on the
guy
400 team?
I say again.
Who's on the 400 team, men? Y'all got to
I
pick that.
I just told you I couldn't pick them. Let me talk
No, no,
about that.
you can't pick it, but the
Right.
rest of us can
And
pick it.
neither can Kareem.
I can't pick it either.
Neither can
And technically,
you.
neither can you.
I can pick it because I don't have him making the team. So,
Okay.
I don't.
You're terrible.
Don't.
Let's leave the men's 400 alone. It's going to be a great race. Super exciting. Let it go, man. It's going to get me fired, bro. Come
Like, I'm
on.
not trying to be funny. I like, as weird as this sounds, like I'm rooting for Vernon and Norwood to be in the top 3.
Yes, I'm rooting for
Yeah.
Vernon.
I'm rooting for that.
Mm-hmm.
Just good thing to happen to a good person.
Yeah.
Again, I know you have to be a niche person to like really lock into this, but I'll just say it like this. There are 13 Americans who have scored 8,500 points or greater ever in the decathlon in the history, and five of them are in this meet.
That's amazing. That
So,
is
so who's gonna make the multis team?
who's gonna make the multis
Decathlon?
team.
Well,
Y'all got
Well,
people in
hold
there.
on a second. Hold on a
we
second.
we got a
I
dog.
think.
We
Hold on a
got a dog
second.
in the
Hold on a
fight.
second. I think Big League should answer this question.
Yeah.
But
We
I
got Big
mean,
League.
can we?
It's like we're not supposed to. We got
Can't
dogs in the
No,
really
I'm
fight.
do
just giving you a
that.
hard time.
How
I
many?
know.
Wait, how many humans do you have in the competition?
Well,
Two.
one
One that can
Two.
actually do something, but
one
two
that
others.
can actually make the U.S. team, and one that is a guest who will be at Worlds.
Okay, so we're gonna assume that your guy, your actual American, is gonna win because y'all ain't gonna say
Okay,
anything else. So who's the other two?
so let's make it easier for them. Like, let's don't put them on the spot like that. Let's be fair. What will be the winning score of the
Oh,
decathlon?
Hmm.
That wasn't easier?
no.
No, but
Easier, easier principle.
I'll do it.
Easier principle.
I'll say 86-50.
Okay. What you got, Big League?
So I think we will see an 87. For some
Ooh.
reason, 8708 is in my head.
Oh, 80, well, she went the 08 route on you, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think is I she may very well be right, to be honest. Like so this, like, again, I know we take people down these roads sometimes, but I really would like for you guys get it, but for the rest of the world to understand what has happened to the decathlon. The the standard last year was 8,450, and it was the second hardest standard by historical marks in any of the events, male or female.
Mm.
But as mandated, they want the 24, because remember, we only get 24, not 36, right? So they wanted the 24 to be made up of no more than 50% that made the standard and 50% that made it by rankings. Well, you put a bar up, people in the decathlon are going to go after it. So 15 people made the standard.
Made the standard.
So they then raised the standard to 85-50.
Oh my goodness.
Just for the record, there are 13 people with that standard. Right? It's the hardest standard of all the standards by a lot, and there are still, quote unquote, too many people with the standard.
Yeah.
All right.
Please
So it's
tell
just
us we can't do it.
yes,
Exactly.
it's just
Right?
outrageous.
I
Like,
can show you better than I can tell you, right?
Absolutely.
it's just outrageous, right? Like 85-50 is not a standard. That is okay. 85-50 is
PB.
more than what Trey scored to win a gold medal at Worlds.
Mm.
Like it's like the standards have gone outrageous, and so have the athletes. So this meet
Which is a good thing, though, right?
it's a great thing,
Yeah.
right? Like, I mean, this meet is going to be crazy, like many other meets. There are currently 7 U.S. decathletes in the top 28 in the world.
Mm.
Mhm.
All right. I
So,
got
we've kind of run the gamut here on the meet, and I think that the we're all excited to see great competition. Do we see any records being broken this weekend?
Women's American record of 400.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll take the lowest hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Besides the women's 400.
honestly, I think the American record in the hurdles could go.
Okay.
Which hurdles?
Sprint hurdles.
Ooh,
The record holder is in the race.
That's
She is
true.
in the race. You're not supposed to PR in April.
mm-hmm.
So, you know,
He could easily break a record. Yeah.
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 Anything
1,
else?
2, 4.
Hmm.
None of that. Well, no, I would no, because Rye has
Okay,
me.
so here I got it right off the top of your head. Quick question, no deep diving, Governor.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all agree that the hardest women's American record to break is the heptathlon.
Yes.
What's the second hardest one to break?
The 100.
No. Wait, the second hardest American record to break?
Yeah,
The 400-meter hurdles.
harder than 1049.
Harder than 1049?
Oh, we're still considering that a
Ooh.
legitimate record.
What do
Sure.
you mean? Stop
Every year.
doing
Goodness
that.
Every year.
gracious.
Same
Every year we
commentary.
go through this.
Every
Yeah,
single
same
time.
commentary. Yeah. Just press rewind, right?
Yeah.
It's press rewind.
Sure.
Okay, so I mean, so there's another one I think is just as hard.
Yes.
Women's long jump.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yes.
think women's long jump might actually be even harder.
So
Mhm.
I think that with some of the young talent we have in the women's sprints, that obviously the Jamaicans proved that we can get close to 1040, but they've had two run 10.5, right? So was the record like 24.6 or something? Women's
The American record?
and the
Is
long jump.
7 meters what?
Yes. It's 7:49. Is that correct,
Yeah,
Governor?
that's harder.
Yeah, that's harder.
That's
That's
harder.
harder. I don't think people respect that record enough. That's why I brought it up. Because like, look, obviously the decathlon record was so crazy they gave it a name as they chased it, right? I forget what they called it, right? And obviously I help coach a young lady that that's a topic of conversation, and it's just 7,200 points is just nuts.
It is.
70-32 was nuts. Let's start there, but 7,200 points is just wow. But 749 and the long jump,
Ridiculous.
yeah. I don't think people give that record enough credit, man.
Did I get that
I don't
right
think.
though, Governor? Is that right? It's 740 something.
749.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Set back in 1994.
You know what I didn't
It's
realize
amazing
as I'm
that.
combing through the entries is how many entries have the standard in the women's shot.
Oh my gosh.
That event has
6.
exploded, by the
It's
way.
insane.
There's 6 with the
So
standard.
my question was going to be, between a woman's shot and a woman discus, do any collegians make the team?
Discus,
Are
yeah.
there any entered?
Fresno
Yes.
State. Fresno State's in there.
So, but is she still? Are we still counting her as a collegian because she's
Yeah, so that's
finished?
the thing.
Yes.
There's
Yeah, she's a
only
I
professional now.
would.
Yeah, but she's come off a
there's
collegiate season, so you got to count her as a collegiate.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would
okay,
say
I was gonna
yes.
say
Yeah.
I think she
there's
makes the team.
See, the thing with her is if she gets one early, she's tough, man.
Yeah, she is.
She tough. Like she gets in that circle, and she just lines it up, and she gets after. So I'm gonna go with her as well.
So Maya Lesnar right now is third in the rankings
Yeah.
with 1960.
And also, I mean, I think as Clyde said, it's hard to bet against Leah Butler.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a collegiate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we're considering Jordan Anthony a collegiate.
Yes.
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 I want to know how many collegiates slide themselves into this hurdle final. Sprint hurdle final.
On the women's side,
Men.
men. Well, I think it's hard to think you're going to keep Jacoby Tharp out of there.
Yeah.
You would think so.
so that's what I was
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah, I think it's hard to believe you're going to keep him out of there because he not only is he running well, but he's running with confidence.
Confidence, man.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm a big fan, and I think he has been running with confidence, but he also went overseas and took some head busting.
Yes.
Yes.
That's my point.
Yeah,
That was
so
crazy.
like he got a little taste, like, oh, it's different.
It's
Yeah, it is
different over here,
different, yeah.
man.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I always say that, 9-8 can catch 10 flat. but 9.8 don't catch 9.8, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
When you it's easy to go out there and run 13-0 when everybody else is 13-2 or even 13-1. But when you get to be a 13-0 guy and you're running against guys that run 13-0 and 12-9, then it just gets a little bit different.
Stick
But
together.
like I said, the thing about him is he's very savvy, and he's going to compete. And I think the biggest thing with him is that I believe in his coach. Ken
Mhm.
does a great job, and I think Ken will have him prepared.
I mean, I think we talked about this last week that this has to be one of the best collegiate years in terms of PBs set ever
Hmm.
in the 110 hurdles.
Yeah, it
I
was wild.
mean, it
Wow.
just
And
so much depth.
when you look at it wasn't just too long ago where everybody was asking what's wrong with the hurdles, because
Right.
after it was a little bit of lull, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was after 12 and 16 and was, from 12 to like 21 or 19 when Grant and those guys showed up, it was kind of like, what's going on, right?
Yeah, right.
And now again, last year, think about it. 2 or 3 guys who ran 13-0 didn't make the team. It was 12, it was 86, 93, 98. And
Yeah,
those are the top 3 times. I
yeah.
think Tench was 13-0 and didn't make the team. So
Crazy.
and now the field's even deeper this year.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what's the young man that runs for D4?
Oh, I just saw it.
He's been the
Cameron
most
Murray.
other than no, it's the other one.
Oh, the other one. I didn't see another one. Let's see. Oh, Dylan Beard.
Dylan Beard. Which
Dylan Beard.
I think Dylan has been super consistent this year. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's ready for a big drop. I mean, Trey Cunningham's ready for a big drop. He's run 13 flat like 4 times this year.
Yep.
You got the albatross that is Tench, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how you ever count that dude out.
Oh
Right?
man.
And then Freddie Crittenden.
Yep.
Daniel hasn't been on his game this year, but he is a gamer.
Yep.
So I mean that
He
event,
should
yeah.
have a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, knowing
Huge chip
Daniel
on his
as we
shoulder.
do, yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
that chip's very large. So
Well, I mean, we all know the guy that coaches him, so
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
there
that's
might
another
not
one of
be
those
a
coach and
more
athlete
competitive
situations.
human being on this
Exactly
planet.
right. Right. And the
So,
beauty that the thing that Daniel's got going on is coach is Allen, and the guy that assists Allen is Terrence Trammell.
Terrence Trammell.
A lot of testosterone flying around that
Oh
camp,
my
my friend.
goodness. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're going to talk about events that are like borderline impossible to pick. I mean, what 3 guys are making the team besides Noah, obviously, in the men's 200?
I was gonna get to that.
I
Oh boy.
mean,
Is USA an answer?
look,
Who's entered? Who's entered in the meet?
All the
Okay.
players are entered.
All the players are
everybody's in the
there.
meet.
Which collegiates are in?
Okay. Well,
Jordan
let me
Anthony.
get in there.
Yeah.
Isn't he the only American collegian that ran fast?
What about Tamar's?
T Mars,
T Mar's in there. I thought T Mar's in there.
Yeah.
Garrett Colland,
He's
I don't know
not
who
in
that
it.
is.
He's not in it.
the USC
USC.
kid that ran 1985.
He's not there.
He's not there.
No.
Is he American?
Yes, he is.
Yes,
Okay.
he is.
That's a transfer from Nebraska.
Yeah.
From San Antonio.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Collin's not in.
Nope.
Is Jordan Anthony in
Yes.
the 200? Okay.
He is.
And okay. And then is Jamarian Stubbs and Max Thomas entered in the 200?
Nope.
So
No.
So this gets a little more interesting or easier to pick then. Because it's going to be 3 people plus Noah, and even though Noah has vowed to defend his 200
His title. Yeah.
So, I mean, Kenny. I mean, I feel like Kenny and Courtney Lindsay got that one. I could be wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if Jordan Anthony did it, found a way to make the team in both events. And then, of course, the biggest wild card ever is what the hell is Robert Gregory going to do? Like that's the wild card.
you kind of left a big important piece
Yeah,
out of
you
there.
kind of forgot.
Mr. Knighton will have
Mr.
something to say
Knighton.
about this.
I was like,
Oh, you,
are we just
No,
gonna forget about
honestly-
EK?
honestly, I didn't know if Arian was going to run or not.
Why not?
Because he hasn't. So he's running. Okay.
He's running.
If Arian's running, Arian's making the team. So then it's him and Kenny.
Well, you get 3.
We get
Yes.
3 behind Noah.
Oh,
So
behind him.
Noah, Arian, Kenny, and who?
Because that's the thing, right? Like, if they all toe the line, I don't think any of us think anybody's beating those 3.
No.
Yeah, then I'm taking Courtney. I'm
Courtney Lindsay?
Courtney Lindsay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like your wild card pick though.
No, listen, Rob's a problem. Rob's a problem. He
I'm
will
picking the wild
absolutely-
card.
He'll absolutely be in the final. Honestly, I ain't gonna front. When I see the lane assignments for the final, to be continued.
Yeah, there you go. That will
Yeah.
be the telltale right there. Yeah.
Right.
The semifinal, which is obviously the first round they're running, because there's only
Right.
3. Yeah, that will be important to not. You need to make sure you're top 2.
Yes.
So you don't end up down in lanes 1, 2, or 3.
1, 2, 3. Right.
Yeah,
Because you're not making the team from 1, 2, and 3. I don't care who you are.
No, you're not. That what Robert did out of lane 3 at 20:04 at Prefontaine was super impressive.
Very.
Yes.
Super
But
impressive.
so remember Rob's history. He's always in lane.
Yeah. We'll see what get rid of that history.
He needs
This
to
man.
avoid that bullshit.
I know.
this week.
Yeah, exactly.
But
we need
like,
that's why he needs to be top 2 in the semi. There you go.
right? Change it
Yeah.
because in the NCAA it was always lane 3.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, like
Or-
I take his senior year he was in lane like 6 maybe or 5. He was outside somewhere. He wasn't.
Mhm.
Yeah. he was
I
outside
mean,
somewhere.
I'll tell you, I don't think anybody makes the team from 4 down on this particular
You
surface.
could do it 4
You can,
do it.
but it's just it's
because
ugly.
Courtney just ran 1986 out of 4.
Well, that's a,
No, not that. No, he was in 5. I think he was in 5.
He was in 5. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, on that
Joe was in 4. That wasn't 1986. So.
no. No.
I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. I'm gonna be good.
like Courtney and what do you call it? And Jordan Anthony might be able to make that happen, but the big boys,
Mm.
nah.
Well, see, and the thing here is like, again, Jordan can't play with this field
Right.
like he
At
does with the collegiate field. He can't
At
just try
all.
to do enough to get by because you're not going to do that here, right?
Right.
So
It's always
And-
interesting to me when the collegiate freak first gets their taste of the pro freaks.
Mm-hmm.
It's always interesting to me, right? Because for people like that, they've always been the most talented person in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Give or take 1 or 2, right? Sometimes they come out in pairs. Like when Christian and Will, like, I'm not sure one was more talented, quote unquote, than the other when they were 18, 19. You win medals and Christian's obviously more decorated, but at the end of the day, I don't think either, that's not one of those where I'm just more talented than everybody else in the room. But most cases, like more than 9 out of 10, the collegiate superstar has been the most talented person most of their lives.
but Christian went to the World Championships the first year and won.
Yeah.
And Will went there and made both finals.
Christian and Will are freaks of nature.
Yes, they are.
Will there, speaking of Christian and Will and horizontal jumps, will there be any performances worth talking about in the men's long jump?
Let's pray.
I'm just not going to say anything.
Let us pray.
I have
That's what we're
nothing. I have nothing to say.
Let us pray. That's all I got.
Sticking to the jumps, I want to highlight. I'm going to go and swerve on this one. Women's high jump. So we've got 3 with season's best. I'm going by season's best because the variety of the personal best is not worth looking at. There's 3
Okay.
at 194 for the season's best. There's 9 what we're calling collegiate entries of the 15 who are entered. And then with the comeback kid in that event is Ainika McPherson.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
The inked one.
Right.
Yes.
So
I mean,
think
if Anika's there, I'd imagine she's not coming there to play. You know what I mean?
to dilly dally, yeah.
Has she ever? Right? She
You
shows
know,
up. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think
honestly,
that's gonna be a
I got
fun one.
Alyssa Jones winning the high jump.
She is. I mean, she's up there, right? But she hasn't cleared 94. And there's 3 who already have this
I hear
year.
you. Is
So does
Rachel
that mean
gonna
that Rachel's out?
Rachel's
She's
out.
hurt.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
and Anna's not going to do the individual high jump?
No.
No.
Yeah,
So she's 195 this year. Yeah.
yeah. I'm Alyssa Jones. Alyssa Jones for the win.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a
Vasti
good one.
Thomas in the event.
She
Cunningham.
is.
When's the
Yes.
last time a Vasti lost an American Championship?
It's time.
Last year to Huffnagel.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
yeah, and she
So
already
once
is
in like the
into it
last
again.
15 years.
Yeah. No, for sure. But
Yeah.
it just
Right.
happened to happen last year.
Yeah.
And I was gonna pick
And she just
Huffnagel
lost to
this
her
year.
again recently.
Yeah.
Say again.
She just
I-
lost to her again recently.
I'm just listen, I'm over that particular stranglehold on this particular event because at the end of the day, it's not going to bear any fruit at Worlds. So I want to see some new people moving through there and see what happens.
Well, we need some new people. They still got to jump high though. Right?
I hear
Having
you.
new people that don't jump high doesn't matter.
Hey,
Because you
I
still
hear
get no
you.
medals.
I hear you. Alyssa Jones for the win. I don't know who Huffnagel is, but go Huffnagel.
She's the defending champ, so she.
I don't know who she
She-
is. I don't watch women's
Kentucky.
high jump at USA. So I don't watch it.
Kentucky.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's her married name. I can't remember what her maiden name is off the top of my head. You've seen her more with her maiden name than her.
Okay, yeah, I would say for sure because I
I
do
can't
not know
remember.
Huffnagel at all.
Yeah,
Wasn't she a
but I'll say-
transfer from like Ball State or someplace? Wasn't she a former multi?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Oh yeah, small schools
Yeah.
too. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's a good field and a very high field at that. There's more at the top than there is quote unquote at the bottom.
So
Well, I think when we get to next week, we'll be sitting here on these tiles saying, "Man, that was a heck of a track meet."
Absolutely.
Right. It always is. Like so because I don't want to really delve into too much of the negative, just give me one. Give me one person that you were truly disappointed is not in this meet. Because there was a long list of medals that are not in the meet.
I mean, and this is more from a personal note because I know how hard this guy grinds. I'm disappointed that Quincy Hall couldn't get healthy.
Yeah.
He's always a treat to watch,
Oh,
with
yeah.
head back and running like just grinding, just finding a way to beat people to the line. So and plus I know it's personal struggle, so I'm just kind of sad for him because I know he really wanted to be here.
I mean, reigning defending Olympic champion in what you could argue was one of the best, if not the best, races of Paris. For him not to be able to come definitely sucks.
Yes, it does.
That's
It does.
not. Now, for me, on pure entertainment factor, Fred not being here is disappointing.
It is.
Yeah, like Fred adds a flavor to the event because
Correct.
it's Fred, because of the personality.
That's right.
And so it's like, I remember last year was kind of like, okay, so if Nike Foot Fred shows up, right?
That's the thing.
That was the talk, right?
That's the
Exactly.
thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Like this Fred adds a flavor to it that you can't discount that. Like and then plus, he has a way of poking at Noah and Noah poking at him that adds a little bit more,
Yep.
excitement to the whole thing because there's nobody else that's going to bark back at Noah but Fred.
Right.
But Fred,
Yeah. And for those reasons, those were my two.
Now is what's his name? Well, the world record holder in the shot.
Ryan Krauser.
Yeah.
Is
I
not.
mean, have
He
we heard?
he doesn't
we
have to
gotten-
compete.
I know, but have we had any updates on his health or
I don't
anything
know.
like that?
I haven't heard anything.
I believe he's going to take one throw and go sit down somewhere.
Okay,
He's just here so he doesn't get fined.
got it.
Hey, it could be enough.
So we got the email saying that if you had a wild card, you don't have to compete at all.
Oh, so
He's
then
not He's not entered in the meet.
So then he might
Yeah.
not have. He might not do anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so
Yeah,
they took that distinction away.
right. See, I mean, because like they remember a few years ago, like Michael Cherry had a wild card, right? And then he came here and they gave him an exemption because he was hurt,
Right.
right? You know,
Oh,
um,
the funniest petty y'all are making me be here moment ever was Christian Taylor showed up,
Oh,
ran through, walked out.
Mhm.
Like y'all made this boy come up here for all that.
I think that the person not being in the meet that saddens me the most is Michael Norman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he'll be back. I really do.
I definitely hope he does. Yeah, he's still young. What was he,
I sure
27
as
maybe?
hell hope he does. But
He's a little older than that,
Josh,
ain't he? No, he's about that because he and Grant and Noah came out of high school the same year.
it's just I don't know, man. It's just sad.
Well, the other thing too is like, from the other side of that is the fact that we're talking about how exciting the men's 400 is, and either Michael Norman or Quincy Hall is in it.
Crazy, right?
Right? There's two of
Right.
the 43-second guys, right?
Dare I
I mean,
say depth
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
that event? Yeah.
which is something we've been begging for, right? Something
Mm-hmm.
we've been wanting to be excited about.
you know what I want to see? I want to see Fred go back to the 400.
Well, good luck with that. Not happening. There's too much money in the one, right? Fred's no
Yeah,
dummy. We all know why he went to the one.
yeah,
That's where the money is.
yeah. I
See,
know.
the thing that I'm excited about, to be honest with you, is because of the depth in the men and the potential depth that we've seen with the women coming back around. What it does for our mixed relay. Now we're not going to be running a quote unquote B team. We can go into with a really strong team. We can take on the world in the mixed relay now.
Right.
You know, got to do it the right way, but yeah, it can happen because the rest of the world brings their A teams and we bring our B minus team, and they're like, not
I was
happening.
like,
So,
Speaking of mixed relays, we don't have a mixed 4x1 in this meet, do we?
no,
No,
sir,
thank God.
Okay.
not
Okay.
not
I just
Here
until
at the
next.
exclusive world championships or
This dude said the fake.
The
the
fake.
the
I forgot
ultimate championship
the
next year.
ultimate championship.
The
Yeah.
ultimate championship. Yeah.
Well,
Feels
listen,
like a UFC event. The
we
ultimate
we as
championship.
Yeah.
decathletes are boycotting that because we're not in it. So I won't even know. I won't even know what happens.
Is that a
That'll be
boycott
interesting to
if
see
you're
how
not
that
invited
that
to the
comes
party?
off. Yeah. All right.
You know,
Well, let's reconvene next week and see what happens, folks.
right.
Mhm.
Hey,
I
So
think it's
we
going to be a
had,
great meet.
Yeah.
listen, man. Listen, don't take offense to the non-invitation to the ultimate championship. You and the 10,000-meter runners, there's a few things you may not be invited to in the future. You never know.
We're gonna stop this right now
Here we go.
and let Shoes close the store. We'll let
well,
Shoes close the store.
Oh, wait,
we
Chew,
have,
before we go,
I
you
was gonna say,
have
we
to
have
let
one thing.
canceled rounds address the comment.
Yes.
Okay.
Read the comment.
Oh, hold on. I closed it. Sorry.
Who knew? I got my own special segment
So,
now.
Oh, you the EP?
so there was a gentleman, I assume, just based off the tag name handle.
Mhm.
Which
The
is what?
comment,
What is the tag?
you're making
He
me call
put
him
his
out.
name on it.
Yeah, he did. John Bravo 23 stated, I love all athletic shows, but you guys make it difficult when you don't know some basic facts. Sid was not in Budapest in 2023. There is no buy there. Dot, dot, dot. Insert
Mhm.
canceled rounds. Platter.
So I wasn't a part of the show, but I don't think anybody that I know of on this panel thought that Sid had a bot.
Yeah, that definitely was not said.
It
No,
was not
no.
one of us
She's
said
not.
Sid had a bye.
So she's not a defending champion. I wasn't on the show, but there is a path for Sid to get there. So which
Exactly.
one of you fine young people would like to
It's going to
eloquently
be
let
the
John
EP.
know how to get there?
Oh, it's going to be the
Well,
EP to fix our
well,
example.
Mr. Bravo, I
I
don't
mean,
know
were
whether
we not eloquent enough last week?
Apparently
I
not.
mean,
So now we're going to let
evidently
him
not.
say it.
okay.
No,
Mr.
that
Bravo,
was
I
great.
would like to help you with something.
Mm.
There are multiple paths to participate in the World Championships. One of those things is to be the Diamond League final champion.
Mhm.
And there are still 3 races,
Mhm.
2 and then the final in the 400 hurdles, which if Sid decides to run, which I can't imagine she's not going to, all she has to do is qualify for the final and then go and win the final,
Mhm.
and she will then be the 4th entrant
Yes.
for the United
The
States
States.
based on the wild card. Because I know that you know everything, but I wanted to help you with there's more than one type
Well,
of
hold on.
wild card.
Hold on, don't.
So the word was
No.
buy. There was no buy there. So we'll give him that. But
Mhm.
there is
She
another
does not have a buy.
entry.
Absolutely.
There's
But
another
I
And
entry.
again, like I said, I wasn't on the show last week, but I know that we have had this discussion privately,
Yes.
and none of us thought that she had the buy because we
No.
all know because several of us were in Budapest.
yeah, I mean, we may have
Yeah.
seen her
So
not run.
yeah, so
Yes.
we know that she wasn't there. So but the gist of it is that we appreciate your
We
comment,
do,
but
we do.
Thoroughness.
there is a path
Mhm.
that Sid could get there. And again, because one, I am a huge Bobby Kersey fan, and two, we all know that Bobby likes to do things his way.
Yep.
There's no world where I believe that even if he doesn't do this, Bobby has not thought about doing this. Right.
Right.
So, you know,
Because we
so
we even went as far to talk about how the schedule is chef's kiss for her to do both. She runs one race a day.
I
mhm.
believe that at the
You
beginning
know?
of the year, Bobby looks at the schedule and
Yes.
says, what can I F with next?
Yep.
So
And I think also, before we let Big Lee close the show, I think the big thing we have to understand here is Bobby, a Bobby Kersey coach athlete, used to be the American record holder in the women's 400.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know the competitive monster that is Bobby Kersey, he wants the record back.
Yeah.
Hence, Sid running the 400 at the USA Championships.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if she goes out there and runs correctly and takes it, that just clears the path for her to go jog in some Diamond League races and end up in Japan.
Has she run any time legs at all this year?
No, I
No,
don't believe
not in
so.
the 400
Okay.
hurdles.
Okay. The 94 hurdles. Okay. So she would definitely have to win the two and then get to the final. But who's going to beat her? Right. So,
Right.
yeah.
so just to
I
address
mean,
the rest of the comments in this episode, um, David Daniels with some stuff at the end says he disagrees with the Sid double. Ask Britton Wilson. But I don't believe the setup's not the same, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No,
The
it's
the
totally
setup's
different.
not the same
Like
and the
Britain had like
athlete's
20
not the
minutes
same.
rest.
okay,
30
first,
minutes
So
rest. Yeah.
damn it.
See,
Damn it.
listen, I said it already. You don't have to say it. Listen, the setup's not the same and the athlete's not the same. Let's just
No.
stop there.
No,
Let's just
Yes.
stop there. Let him let him off the hook,
okay, guys.
Clyde.
no, because see, Sir Lucius,
That was definitely Kai's face, wasn't it?
Sir Lucius, you
Yes, sir.
weren't here. We took time to explain this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we did.
Like we walked through it. We looked up the schedule in real time.
That's what we did.
What the hell are you talking about Britton Wilson for?
Addressing their comments. All in the game. Who is
Oh my
a
God. And
viable
look, and okay,
contributor?
what was this guy's name?
Which one? The Britton Wilson
The
comment?
Britton Wilson comment?
David Daniels.
David, can we
He
leave
could
Britain alone,
comment
please?
all the
Like,
time.
okay, honestly, like, okay, they tried it, it didn't work. So like let's let it go. Like, okay,
Yeah.
and part of the reason why it didn't work is Britain was hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, okay,
Severely.
it's over, it's done. Well, let's quit batting. Let's quit bashing Britain. And Britain is a wonderful athlete, but she's not Sydney McLaughlin, and the schedules are totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different. You know, being
All
being
my
a guy
games.
that's tried some crazy doubles with his athletes before, you know, hey, it happens, right? So
You got to try to see.
yeah, exactly. I got a call
Um,
from cancellation of rounds and told me I was insane. I had entered a guy in the 4-8, the same double, the 4-4 hurdles double. He won one, he got second in the other. Hey, it's
Sure, he
doable.
sure did.
Yeah. And that dude, Ricky Harris, he ain't Sidney McLaughlin.
He ain't. I
No,
mean, listen,
no,
Ricky's really talented, but he
Yes,
ain't
he
close
is.
to Sid.
Exactly.
no.
So, you know, these things can be done. And when you talk about a doable schedule, and I mean, and the wild card here is Bobby, right? If
Right.
if 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 Bobby says she's going for the double, he thinks it's doable, and she's more than prepared for it. Guaranteed her your money back.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do appreciate though. I appreciate that we have avid fans
Mm-hmm.
who they have this burning desire to prove us wrong. I actually appreciate that. I really do.
Right. So, and I want to say one thing, and then Big League, I'm gonna let you. I promise I'm gonna let you close the store. I promise you, I am. Okay. But like, I had a conversation with someone that was adamantly trying to tell me that someone else was the most decorated medal coach in America. People, it's Bobby Kersey. It ain't close. I don't know what we're smoking. Bobby
They must have
Kersey is
meant
at
including other sports. Like they
Who
must have
no,
did
meant
they?
some
no, no,
swim
no.
Who
coach or
did they
something.
imagine that it was?
I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not. Okay. I'm just not. I'm not. Well, no, I'll do it. They said it was Lance Brown, right? But it's not Lance Brown, right? It's Bobby Kersey. And it ain't even close. Bobby Kersey has
84,
had
88, 92,
yeah,
96, 2000,
every
2004, 8,
Olympics
12,
since
16,
'84,
21.
he has had at least one.
That's 10 straight Olympics with gold medalists.
Wow.
We love
And then
Lance.
oh,
We
Lance is a
we
phenomenal
love
coach.
Lance. Lance is
Yeah,
our guy.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
How you
But he
get
ain't
that
Bobby
one?
Kersey.
How you get that one wrong?
I don't know. The person was a little delusional. And I said to him, I said, look, don't get me wrong. Lance has done a phenomenal job, but it's Bobby Kersey.
I feel
You
like
talk
it's
about World
not close.
Olympics, not close. No, I mean, there was a time when John Smith was in there. John's
Mm-hmm.
kind of fallen off a little bit. It's Lance. I mean,
Right, but I'm saying like on total count, you
it's Bobby.
right, like
It's Bobby. It's not even close.
Like I know I'm old, but there was a Sports Illustrated cover just with Jackie and Florence, and they had all their medals from one Olympics, and it was like 8 or 7. That was one Olympics a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So again, I just want to give Bobby his flowers. And obviously, look, I'm not being a homer here. I'm just giving credit where credit's due. I just want people to stop with there's Bobby's been taking a lot of nonsense in social media lately. He's ruined the thing. He's screwing up Sydney. He's doing this. No, stop it, folks.
screwing up Sydney.
Is that well? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, she only ran 49.4 only.
Well,
Yeah.
what?
I just want to go backwards. He's ruined a thing who's a gold medalist.
And whose PR came under Bobby Kersey?
Right.
It's
American
just
record.
wild.
Yeah. She had a horrible race and ran too flat. Yeah. I'll take one of those. I'll take two. But anyway, I'm sorry, Big League. Do your thing.
Are you muted?
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Something wrong with her microphone. Nope. Well, okay, Governor, you get to close the show.
He can't. Only she can turn it
No,
off.
I mean, like, he can say the
There she
parting
is. There
words.
she is.
Oh.
Nope.
No.
Still can't hear you.
You listen, you do the
EP.
exit, you say something eloquent to get us out of here, and she was gonna hit
Yes.
the button.
She will hit the
So
button.
That's
whether
what's gonna
whether
happen.
you want to do this or
When we're talking to you to say something eloquent
You
because you're
say
the
something
eloquent one.
eloquent, and Chew
Right.
gonna hit the button.
Stop. Yeah.
We're waiting on you, Governor.
He's choking.
okay, so that is the end of our show. Thank you everybody for coming, and
All right, Russell
That's my
Simmons.
guy right there.
All right, Russell
That's
Simmons.
We
Thanks for
hilarious.
will
We'll
coming
see
out.
you.
we
We'll
will
see you
we
next
will
week after
see
this
you on the
phenomenal
other
USA
end.
championships. There you go.
See you on the other end.
There you go.